Hello, everybody. We're live. I'm Madeline Sklar. Welcome to Social Media and AI Shortcuts. I'm so glad you're here with us today. I created this community as a collaborative space that we can come together, we can learn, share, and grow through things that we're learning and collaborating with us as a group, right? Like, why learn these things and not share it with others? That's what I love about our community. And some of y'all know that this is a pivot from the old Twitter Smarter Chat. We used to get together here every Thursday at 1 o'clock Eastern to hang out for an hour and chat. We did it as the old school Twitter chat for many years, and it moved to the Spaces audio chat. Now we're doing this as a live stream, and we're broadcasting live right now. We are on X, YouTube, and Facebook. So I really love that we have broadened our horizons with this hour-long discussion every Thursday. And what I love about this too is that I encourage our community members to come join me here on screen to be part of the conversation, because we can all learn so much from each other together as a group. Like, it doesn't need to just be me sharing everything. I want to hear from you all. Plus, the things that we're going to talk about today, I love hearing your thoughts. So if you're watching live, go in the comments, share, your thoughts on all the things we're going to talk about. If you're watching the replay, we appreciate you too. You can always comment. I'll see them, a little later. So I got some really interesting stuff we're going to look at today. So we're going to discuss Mark Zuckerberg's announcement that Meta is replacing fact checkers with community notes. You may have heard about this. We're going to look at what's new with Grok, which is X's AI tool. There's some new things going on with that I want to show you all. And then we're going to wrap up with something so cool, and I want to make sure I have enough time for us to do this, is these brand new updates with NotebookLM. That's the free AI tool from Google. Some of you may remember not too long ago, I did a live stream and showed it off, how cool NotebookLM is. And a lot of you guys tried it after watching me demo it. And they have a cool new feature that just came out, and I've been playing with it. It is so awesome. So I want to show you all the new things you can do with it. So let me bring up some of our guests, some of our regulars to our chat. We got Barb and Bez here with us. Thank y'all both so much for coming over and hanging out and sharing things and offering insights on the things we're going to talk about today. How are y'all both doing?
I'm doing great, and thank you for having me join you each week. It's so much fun. So.
I'm doing great, and I have fun too here. I get to eat my lunch
and, and hang out. I just love that, and we're just a community of people gathering to chat. And if you're like taking a lunch break and you want to come in and be a part of this, that's totally awesome. I love it. This is just a laid back, let's hang out, chat, and let's walk away with all of us being learning new things. My motto is work smarter, not harder. So let's see what new takeaways we can walk away from today. But first, I want to remind everybody, in addition to this every week for an hour, I do have a place we can also go to continue the conversation. It's over on the Skool platform. So I have social media and AI shortcuts. This is what it looks like. It shows that we're live right now because we're live streaming. And it's a forum. It's a community forum. So we can continue our discussions over there. And so much information where I post stuff, you can post stuff, we can share and help each other. So definitely go sign up. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to join. All you got to do is go over to skool.com/Madeline Sklar. There's the link. Go check that out. Sign up. It's just a great way for us to keep having these conversations. So it goes beyond just the one chat every Thursday. Have y'all two heard about what Mark Zuckerberg had to say this week about these new changes to Meta? Have either of y'all seen that?
Yes. That he's basically 86ing the what's the team? The one that moderates.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
And it's got a lot of people upset.
Yeah, Barb, I'm sure you have a lot to say about this because, with Meta, I know you do a lot with all of them.
I don't really have a lot to say, but you're right. I'm actually in a group with with Meta employees, and his announcement, it is on his profile. You can go to it.
Yeah, I'm going to play it.
He did the video announcement, and it was shared in there. And I was surprised that it hasn't had a lot of reaction of any type.
Well, that's why
I think we're all in just a little bit of what?
We're going to react, because when I saw that this week, I'm like, oh, this will make for a great discussion today on our chat because, I'm going to play part of his video. He put out a video on Tuesday, so it was 2 days ago, on his Mark Zuckerberg Facebook account, and it says, it's time to get back to our roots around free expression. We're replacing fact checkers with community notes, and community notes is what they do on X. So they're kind of doing something off of Elon's playbook. So let me play some of this and let's talk about it. And for those watching live, let us know in the comments what your thoughts are on all of this, because it'll be really interesting to hear what everybody's thinking, because I wasn't expecting this news. I still don't quite know what to make of it, but let's watch a little bit of this.
Hey everyone, I want to talk about something important today, because it's time to get back to our roots around free expression on Facebook and Instagram. I started building social media to give people a voice. I gave a speech at Georgetown 5 years ago about the importance of protecting free expression, and I still believe this today. But a lot has happened over the last several years. There's been widespread debate about potential harms from online content. Governments and legacy media have pushed to censor more and more. A lot of this is clearly political, but there's also a lot of legitimately bad stuff out there. Drugs, terrorism, child exploitation. These are things that we take very seriously, and I want to make sure that we handle responsibly. So we built a lot of complex systems to moderate content. But the problem with complex systems is they make mistakes. Even if they accidentally censor just 1% of posts, that's millions of people. And we've reached a point where it's just too many mistakes and too much censorship. The recent elections also feel like a cultural tipping point towards once again prioritizing speech. So we're going to get back to our roots and focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our policies, and restoring free expression on our platforms.
I'm going to stop here for a moment. What's y'all's initial thoughts on that? And hi, Deborah. I'm glad you joined us. Barb, what was your thought when you first saw that video?
Raw and real. You want my very first thought?
Yeah.
Oh, we're adulting.
Yeah.
That was I was blown away. I was really blown away. And personally, I thought we'd gone too far the other way on the fact checking, because it was, I'm being a Libra, I'm pretty much into balance, and it went, my experience on the platform is that it got, particularly from the political aspect and from that's where I noticed it most. I don't like to have the politics on my social platforms, period. So it doesn't have to do with who you're voting for. It's just the political aspect. Now, and I don't believe that if your government officials have announcements to make in their role, their government role, that they should be blocked. We want to hear what our country has to say when they're in office doing their jobs. But the rest of it, I don't think you and I have been in social media together, way since the beginning. And it's just not the appropriate place to have it, in my opinion. But Zuck was right too, in that, he was concerned because it was more one way than the other at various times. And so whatever, I felt like it really was, I was shocked about that. And then he announced that he was going to be moving, they knew for the notes and so forth that he's going to be putting those staff in Texas.
Yeah.
I was like, hello.
It's like very abrupt changes. It's almost like
very
Elon
dramatic.
Musk, it's almost like Elon Musk had a little sit down with him and said, "This is how you're going to do this now." Bez, what was your thought when you had you already seen this video, or was this your first time to see it?
I didn't have to see the video. No, I didn't have time to waste my time to see it, but I heard about it. But what just watching that is like and knowing there's context behind that. So the context is you went and kissed the ring, and you're abdicating to the whims and wishes of said person. So I wouldn't go, like right now I'm streaming to LinkedIn. So I'm taking this stream and it's streaming to my 16,000 members.
Nice.
And
hello.
Well, yeah, hello. So it just tells me everything what he wants Facebook to be, which is there's a difference between LinkedIn. I wouldn't put that content on LinkedIn and vice versa. So I know, just sort of like where there's people that I know that said Twitter ceased to exist as Twitter once it became X by Elon Musk. So they actually have a demarcation point. For me, here's what stood out. I'm a community activist in the Latino community, and our people consume media not by traditional news sources and media. They've gone to streaming, like the TikToks, the YouTubes, the Facebooks and whatnot, and that's how they get their media. Me being out, boots on the street in the Latino community, we're noticing there's a lot of misinformation. So when I hear stuff like this, I'm like, oh no, because when I lived in California in the mid 90s, coming out of the university, I was faced with Prop 187. I moved to Georgia. Now it's like I'm and I'm not going to get political, but it's similar. But this doesn't help when my people consume the media this way. And now we're already combating misinformation so much that a partner and I have, we're going to start a radio show called Puentes de Justicia that's about, educating and getting the right information out. So this for me was a disappointment, and I'm not too happy.
I feel for you because I feel what you're saying is such valid points about this. My biggest concern is misinformation, and there's so much of it on all social media, and I'm really concerned about the kind of misinformation that's going to just be even bigger on Meta platforms now with this. I mean, it remains to be seen. Deborah, I'm so glad you joined us. Welcome. The live stream's fairly new. We've done this for several weeks now. I'm glad you're able to join. You're one of our regulars over in Spaces. Have you seen that video from Mark Zuckerberg, or was that your first time?
That was the first time, and I'll have to go watch it because I only caught that last little bit. I was like messing with all the settings and stuff before I came on here.
I like your background, very Christmassy.
Thank you. Yes, I realized coming out, I'm like, oh no, I haven't changed that. We're like in 2025, and I still have the Christmas background.
Okay,
but
it looks nice.
Thank you.
So
that was Michael.
He did a great job. So yeah, what Zuckerberg announced this week is they're replacing fact checkers with community notes. So what's your initial thought?
Not keen on that, but I need to go watch it, but not keen on that. With community notes?
Yeah, which is like what X has.
Seems like we're going backwards.
Let the people decide what's fact or fiction, I guess. I don't know.
I'm thinking about a certain thing like misinformation. Whenever I hear that word now, I always think of the other community because I'll talk to people about, can I say that? Wait, are we at what? I'm like, what platform are we on? Can I even say anything about the other community? Can I?
Yeah, why not? We're on Facebook,
okay, all right.
YouTube, and we're on Bez's LinkedIn.
I instantly think about Kratom because I'll be talking to like my ex-sister-in-law. She's like, oh, that's going to kill you. I'm like, oh my goodness, who are you listening to? And right away I'm thinking misinformation. And to Bez's point, It's like who's out there saying this stuff and what's being passed around on social media and all this other stuff, and it's not fact. And now
Right.
we're going to go backwards and we're going to spread more misinformation. Yeah.
Yeah, because fact checkers, their job is to check the facts, I would at least hope. But when it's community driven with community notes, then the people that like to push misinformation will just amplify it even more. And that's a bit concerning. Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Bez.
So I have access to community notes on X, so I can contribute, but I don't got time, and I don't know who. Like,
Yeah, same here.
So it's suspect. Like it could be a contingent of people pushing, saying yes, this is fact, and maybe it isn't because the community's deciding. So I don't know how effective it is if you're not getting paid. What motivates you unless there's a motivation? A, you have time. B, you have a motivation. That motivation can go for the good or the bad. So, that's what you get, when you outsource or open source community notes. So, and I don't know the statistics, but I know I don't have time, and I'm not going to do it just for kicks and giggles when, I don't have time.
Right. I'm the same. Deborah, we're getting some feedback from you because I can hear when we're speaking through. I don't know. You have headphones on, so I'm not sure how.
Yeah, it means that somehow it's coming through and going into another speaker, but I'll put on mute just to.
Yeah, because when you're unmuted, I can hear me. I can hear Bez a little bit. But anyway, I don't think you have. And I know, Deborah, you're like the queen of audio and video and stuff. Something because it's like dead silence now. But when you're unmuted, it's like check your settings on StreamYard because it sounds like something's off. Because I know gear, and it doesn't sound like it's utilizing your gear. But it's interesting what's going on over on Meta. Here's the thing: when you join our Skool platform for that I was showing before for our social media and AI shortcuts, I'll have the things that we're going over today. I will have links to that over there when I post the replay of this. So sign up is free, skool.com/Madeline Sklar, so you can get more access to all these things that we do, and that will allow you to be able to really stay in the loop on everything, because I want everybody to get all this information, know what's going on. I will have the link to the video, that the full video. It's like a 5-minute video. It's not short. I mean, he had a lot to say. I want to make sure you all get a chance to go check that out because it's interesting. It's very interesting, what all he had to say. And I definitely encourage everybody, if you haven't listened to it yet, to go over there and take a listen. I'm going to go through a couple of new things at X with Grok, make sure everybody's aware of. And then we're going to get into NotebookLM. I can't wait to show you all this stuff. I was just like, oh my God, this stuff is so cool. So I can't wait to see how y'all react. So here's a couple of new things with Grok. So they are simplifying the image generation. So this is a post where they were talking about it. Hopefully y'all can see that okay on the screen. So when you're doing a post, and I'll go do an example one over on X, you may have noticed whether you have a premium account or you're just on the free account at X, down here at the bottom, there's this new, you'll see it says I guess is what it is. And that's to generate an image through Grok. Have any of y'all seen that yet? Because I've been playing with it. It's pretty cool. I just don't know who's been trying it out yet because it's pretty new. Have any of y'all tried it yet?
I have, and it's great. But I got the premium plus level account or whatever it is because
Gotcha.
I felt like I wanted to, I'm at this stage in my career that would be instead of having a newsletter, because it was public and you could have the articles on there. I thought that would be the most convenient way for me to do that. And I was concerned, it's part of part of my reason is being a watchdog. I just can't resist doing that. It's like, what are you kids up to today? No, no, I just thought, well, I'll see how it goes. But so I've used Grok for making a lot of images, and I've really liked it, quite frankly. I have, and I've used prompts from that we've used in Dolly and so forth, and taken them over just to see the comparison,
Me too. Yeah.
of how we could do that. But I definitely like the convenience of being able to just, especially on mobile, to just be able to pick that right up.
But have you done so before you just go over to the Grok section, now you can do it from the compose section. So
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
Because before, see, I'd have to go click on the X Premium to get to Grok, and then they came up with it on the side. But now you can do it right there as you're showing, right in your post. So that saves me a lot of time.
And if you're on the free account, you can do it too. It's not just the premium accounts. Yeah, because I've tried on multiple accounts. So you're in your compose, you'll see it right here, and it's going to show you what you've already been trying. So I was trying to see if it could come up. I wanted to have a blonde lady wearing a cape, holding an iPhone. I was trying to remember what all I typed out. Something, I don't know. And these are the ones that did. And I said animated it. You have to really play around with this to like and say, so what's something I should type in so we can show off? Because it's just so much fun. You can just make up anything. So somebody tell me something off the top of your head for me to type in so we can show everybody how quickly it'll generate 4 images.
Dia de los Muertos face.
How do you spell that?
DIA de los LO. Yeah, you have to separate the words.
Okay, so DIA.
Yeah, de DE, and then another word LOS.
Okay.
Muertos, MUERTOS, and face. Just put face. See what happens.
Let's see what it's pretty quick when it does this. I'm super impressed how fast. It's just nice that you can do this from compose a post rather than going over to Grok, on the sidebar. But look at this. Now, this was a very generic thing that Bez had me typed in. You can like really dial down into super details of what you want. But look at the detail of this, and it gives you 4 just from that little bit. And then you can now what I discovered is if I want to kind of keep giving it changes, I probably have to put the same thing and then add, because if I say add this or add that, it thinks it's starting new with something else. And so I did notice that. But I recommend people just play around with this. Play around, try it out. If you haven't, been on Grok, it's pretty interesting. And, it's free. It's cool. So, and thank you for everybody that's here. Hi, Sushil. Thank you for joining. We appreciate everybody that's tuning in from whatever platform you are watching. But yeah, Grok is pretty cool. I played around with it a bit. I play around with a lot of different AI tools because I just really love AI, and that's what we're getting ready to shift over to with some AI stuff. One more thing with Grok. I just remembered, this is brand new. I think this just happened today. There is now a standalone app, an iOS standalone app. I just read an article about it right before I started this live stream. Let me pull it up. Have y'all heard that there's like a new iOS app?
Yeah, it was trending. It was trending on X this morning, and that's one of the features I use from Grok is the trending news.
Hi, Gail.
Hi.
Yeah, glad you could join us, Gail. We're just we're chatting about Grok now.
As you know, I've been one of those people hit with this day cold, but I decided to come on just as I was.
I appreciate that.
You know what? I'm feeling better. You know what? I open up, and it's a little chilly up here, but I open up all the doors and windows. I'm going to kill all the germs. I've done
There you go. There you go. Awesome. Well, we appreciate you joining us. This is just a casual hangout. Let's talk about what's new with social media and AI. So I just came across this morning. So it's an article from 9 to 5 Mac, and it says Grok standalone AI app comes to the US App Store. It's not just an X feature. And so I haven't had time to download and play with this yet, but it sounds to me that you got all these other apps, AI apps, it even mentions here that is similar to ChatGPT, and that they all have their own apps. So AI, X had recently launched Grok 2, which is their latest model. So now they're making it so that you can get it on your iPhone or iPad. It just happened, and they have all these features. So it's really interesting that you can do a lot with this on a standalone app. And let me show you, I got a few more. I'd seen some posts of people talking about it on X. So I just want y'all to just, Nima says that it's been released and it's already the 4th top free app in the productivity category already, which is cool. And so that's what it looks like when you're in the App Store. I'm going to definitely download it and play around with it just to see what all it does and how is it different from what's on X. And there it is in the App Store. So I'm going to play around with it and report back next week because I'm just curious. Is anybody here curious? I just love AI tools. I just like to see what all they do. So are any of y'all interested in trying this out and reporting back next week as well?
I will commit to putting it on my iPhone and checking it out because I don't. But I really prefer working from the laptop. But I will do that. I'll put it on there and see what difference there is.
Just to see like what all you can do with it. I'm just so curious. Like, okay, what do we even need a standalone app for this? Right? If it's embedded in X. I'm thinking it must do more. Like, why else would they want us to be on a standalone?
Well, the others have it. I'm not. I mean, I use ChatGPT from the phone, and it's an app. It was an app. I don't use it through the web. So, I think that is that feature. So I don't have any qualms as to where they do it, but I do use X on my phone from both the Samsung and the Android from there and the Apple. Today's Apple's birthday,
It is?
Remember that? Yeah.
What's
trending on X too.
What's their age?
Oh gosh.
It's going to be pretty old now.
Not as old as me.
Well, not as old as me either. And I got a birthday this week. My birthday's on there. My birthday's on Saturday, so I'm going to be even older in a few days.
That's the one thing I like is not so the wildflowers are still burning. Let's see, they've already taken down the trending on the app. It was this morning about 6:50, I think, that it was trending on X.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what was that? I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Bez.
What's more important is when did you say your birthday was or is?
Mine on Saturday.
Yeah. Okay, so do we need to sing happy birthday now or do we need to sing happy birthday next week's show?
It doesn't matter to me. It's like y'all don't even have to sing happy birthday.
I think we should post live some happy birthday songs.
Okay, I got it. Y'all because y'all know I love making y'all do videos. Make a video on your phone singing or just wishing me a happy birthday. Post it on X, tag me in it. How about that? Because for some of y'all, that gets you out of your comfort zone. If you don't want your face on screen, just point it at something else. Or
maybe I'll show off some of my video avatars that I'm working on.
Yeah, I love your avatars, Barb. I've been
the one you got right now. They're getting better. I love this haircut. That haircut right there. That is a Barb haircut.
Which one did you create that in? Because are you using that new Laura one? Because I played with it.
No, I can't. This one I can't I can't actually promote it right now.
Okay, gotcha. It's okay. It's
You
okay.
know,
I
you
love it
know
though.
how we go down this path,
Yes, I
Madeline.
do. Yes, I do. Well, thank you for using it as your profile picture so we can all admire it because it's really, really well done. Y'all, I
Thank
cannot
you.
wait to show y'all the latest with NotebookLM. I'm just beside myself. So I don't know who all remembers the live stream I did several months ago. It was before it was officially our Thursday, 1:00 Eastern, like what we're doing now with our new thing. But I did like a random live stream because I've been playing with NotebookLM. It's super cool. It's a unique AI tool. It's free. It's put out by Google. And they made some updates that just came out this week and is really cool. So we're going to definitely go over this. But I think what I want to do first is play a little snippet from the one I did in October so y'all could actually see a little bit of, because I know not everybody has seen it. Maybe I should first show some of this and kind of, because basically what we're going to look at today is taking what I've already shown people and amplifying it to do even cooler things. And it's like, but wait, there's more. This thing does even more now. So I'm going to play this little snippet. So this is a live stream I did back in October showing how you can utilize NotebookLM. Is free, is Google, is NotebookLM, the letters LM, notebooklm.google.com. Anybody can use it, it's free. And what's interesting about NotebookLM, unlike ChatGPT, Grok, some of these others, where you're prompting it like, hey, write in the voice of blah, 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 and give me 5 headlines, write me a blog post. Like, instead, you provide sources and it's going to analyze it and give you all kinds of information. So when I was first playing with NotebookLM and what I'm getting ready to show y'all is I took the link to my LinkedIn because that has a lot of information about me and my history, my work history, and an about me page for my website, which has a whole lot of information about my history in business for the last, as of this week, officially 29 years. I've been doing all this, launched it January 6th, 1996. So I just had my 29-year anniversary in all the digital marketing and stuff I do. So what it did, one of the things NotebookLM will do, you feed it that information, it can give you an audio overview. It's like a podcast, and it's 2 people, a man and a woman. It is AI. What you're about to hear is AI. They took the information about me, and now they're going to talk about me. And it's really cool. So I'm going to play a little bit of this. So it'll be the setup. So you can see, okay, it can do this, cool. And then I'm going to show you the next level thing it now does as brand new. So let's watch a little bit of this. So I'm not going to play the whole thing right now. I already made a reaction video. I just haven't posted yet. I just wanted to spend a few minutes just so you can get a taste of what this is. So one of the features is it will create an audio, like a podcast, about whatever it is that it generated. It sounds so real. This is AI generated, but it's going to sound like if you have not, I know people have been talking about this, you might have already heard it, but for those of you that have not heard something like this yet, it basically put together an 8-minute audio podcast of a man and woman talking casually about how cool I am based on my information, just from my LinkedIn and my website. So I'm going to play a little snippet because I want to know what y'all think, because I'm just completely blown away. If you want a big boost to your ego, go do this. So listen, I'm just going to play like a minute or two. So listen to this.
Okay, so have you ever felt like you're just like constantly trying to catch up in this like crazy digital world?
Mm-hmm.
Today, we are diving into the story of someone who did not just catch up, they straight up set the pace. Get ready to explore the career of Madeline Sklar, a true digital trailblazer.
Yeah.
We're talking building websites like way back in the era of dial-up. Remember that awful screeching sound?
Yeah.
To becoming like a total social media powerhouse.
Yeah.
But this isn't just about what she did. It's about what we can like glean, what we can learn from her journey to build a really killer online presence.
Yeah. And it's a journey that I think holds some really powerful lessons, especially.
I'm going to stop there. So you kind of get the idea of this. Again, it can do other things. It can summarize. It can create all kinds of things. But the coolest feature, I think, is this audio overview. And you can play it, you can download it, you can share it. It's super cool. So my first question to our panelists here, have any of y'all tried that? Does anybody here know about this and have tried it yet or no? Just curious.
I did try it after I saw you do it, Madeline, and it's fascinating. Like, yeah, it's a great ego boost for sure.
It really is. Yeah. Go ahead.
But definitely, I mean, everything they were saying about you is definitely all true. And I think for someone like yourself, all the work you've put into so much of this, I think it's bang on. And I think we all hold back sometimes of these things, right? And more and more I'm realizing we really need to, like you said, get outside comfort zone and own our power. And I think, Madeline, you are someone I love to see that you're expanding, doing shows like this, because, I've had connections with you for a very long time. And I really think you walk the walk as well. So I think you should post that. I think that's a great interview.
Thank you. It is really cool. And, when I showed that, when I made that video and posted it, and I posted it on X, YouTube, and Facebook, my Facebook is from it has so many of my various communities I built over the years. It has my old music community, which is how I know Deborah. It has the Twitter Smarter chat community where I know so many, and also Barb as well in the music community, but my Twitter Smarter chat community, which is an offshoot of this community, the Kratom, my podcast in the Kratom world, and all the people I'm connecting with there. And another podcast I used to do with Kami Hoysa called Communities That Convert. We built a whole community. So many, I have such a diverse group of friends on Facebook from all that. So when I posted that and it went everywhere, what was so cool was some of my friends that I know on Facebook from my various communities who are not techie tried it after watching me, because I showed in the video step by step how to do it as well. And they would reach out to me and go, "Oh my God, that is so cool." And there's giving them all these ideas, right? And that's why I like sharing these things, because I like to be able to show off hey, did you know you could do this? And then people can then take that and run with it for themselves, for their business, for whatever. And my friend Venus here from Kratom Butterfly, I had interviewed her for my podcast. And so she wanted to try this out. So what I did is I got the transcript from the interview I did with her so we could put it in NotebookLM, and it did the same thing for her. Kind of had them talking about her and the interview we had done. And it's so many different cool things you could do with it. But at minimum, just put in anything that has the about you, like just your career, your history, and let them just run with it. But then just try. What I would love is for you all, if you have played with this or will play with it, and for anybody watching that's not on screen but are in the chat, I want to hear other ways of utilizing this with the audio overview, because I'm just always racking my brain what else could I do with that? What would it be some other things to feed it and do? And so I haven't really ventured into too many other things with that. Deborah, I know that you do a lot of podcasting stuff, and you kind of tell everybody, I will keep it brief because I still have a lot to show y'all, but tell everybody briefly about when you played with NotebookLM and how you wanted to apply it for podcasting, but you're so cool and techie, you kind of came up with a whole other system. I don't know. You don't have to describe it. Oh, we can't hear you. Uh-oh. It's not picking up your mic. We still don't hear you. Oh no, I wanted y'all to hear how she's been. We don't hear you. No, don't hear you at all. You're unmuted, but we don't hear your mic.
I can jump in.
Okay, go ahead, Bez.
So I've also done it. And what I did is sort of similar to you. I fed it. So I have a self-written bio of myself. So when I do, speaking at Rotary events or wherever someone may, want me to speak at, and then so I put that in.
And that's this right here that you shared with me, right?
Yes. So you explained how to do it step by step. I went after that, but I'll tell you what I did. I did the LinkedIn profile, a link to that. My bio, I had to convert it from Word to PDF.
Yeah, you
Then
got that all right here.
yeah, and then what I did is I had I put there was an article written about me in June in my Rotary district, so I fed the link, and then the last thing is I fed my Gallup Strengths Finders, my top 5, because there's a report when you do it, and then I hit enter, and it was the best dopamine hit, and so I wrote an article or a post on LinkedIn, and what I did is, because I just didn't throw the audio, I said, okay, hey, here's what I did. I took Microsoft Copilot, the Dolly, and I generated that image, what you see. Then, and this was all free tools. So I wanted to show people you can do it free. Then I took a Microsoft Clipchamp editor, and that's how I got the, you know, you can lay down the track, and then I put like a squiggly image, the audiogram type of thing. And then that's why it looks a little bit like there's two people, because it is two people, a man and a woman talking. And then I put in this post, next gen bio, next gen, I think this is great for a bio of yourself, or if you need that affirmation every morning, hey, yeah, it's a big booster. But what happened is, I had a friend that was doing a search, like they wanted to optimize their LinkedIn profile, and they put in ChatGPT, what they were searching for, and I came up in as the third result. Check out Bez Rengifo, next gen bio. And she goes, I know Bez. So she called me, goes, you came up. It was one of my prompts. The result, you were third. And I was like, hey, help me do my LinkedIn bio. So we just sat down and went over her. But that could be the result of, this was the result of me doing a little post on LinkedIn about NotebookLM, because I got a big kick out of it.
It's really cool. I really encourage everyone to just, if you have like a LinkedIn that's robust with a lot of information about you, if you have an about page on your website, if you don't, copy and paste the text wherever you have something, and you can actually just paste it right into NotebookLM. But get information about you and let them just run with it, and you're just going to be smiling the whole time you listen when they say all these great things about you, and it gets you thinking too, because the way they talked about me and mine, I'm like, wow, this is so interesting. So I just love it. I love technology like this. Has anybody else here? Deborah, let's see if we can hear you now.
All right. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Tell everybody real quickly about what you were doing.
All right. I use Podera because Podera has set voices. So I use that for my podcast. Otherwise, I would just go with the NotebookLM because it's free. But anyway, so Podera has a set voices for my Black Beauty Jag. And what I do is I go into NotebookLM, and I do a search on the internet for whatever topic I'm covering for the podcast that week. And I grab everything. And if Notebook cannot pull in a particular website, then I'll go in there and, well, first of all, I respect website. If they don't want it pulled in, I don't pull it in. But if there's a problem or something, you can just copy, like you said, you can copy the text and then put it in as a text format to pull it in. Again, respect the website. If they don't want it pulled in, don't pull it in, whatever. So I try to grab 6 to 8 different sites related to that topic. And then I do the conversation, the audio, and I pull it into a transcriber, transcribe that, pull that into Magi, tell it to write an article based on the conversation. Then I grab that one, pull it into Podera, and make a conversation again. So it's actually been going through like 3 processes, and it ends up being actually fairly original by the time I'm well, not original, it's AI. And I do acknowledge that it's AI in the podcast. I don't pretend like I've written this from scratch. I acknowledge that it's AI, but it's gone through about 3 renditions by the time it becomes a podcast.
You do a lot to get to that, but it sounds like it is how you like doing it, and it's the result you want. But people could also just feed the info into NotebookLM and just download the audio from that and put out. So I've seen quite a few people put out podcasts just feeding the content in, the sources, and then taking what they say downloading it and uploading as a podcast. And it's simple and easy. You're like doing extra steps, which is cool too. I just want people to know there's other, like you could start with NotebookLM, but then go do all these other things. And I just really think it's
Exactly.
interesting how you're doing it. Barb, are you back? Have you tried NotebookLM?
I've tried NotebookLM, but I haven't really. I just remembered when I went into your group this morning, I said, oh dear, because I had watched the video over there and I need to do that. So I haven't actually experimented with it yet to see that, to get the results, but I can see opportunities just by watching it. And so I wasn't, I'd heard about Podera as well. And because I have a lot of friends who are podcasters. So that's one too. I haven't had time because I've been beta testing this other product and helping, in the, how that is in the early stages of things. So I haven't had time, but that's on my list. I'm going to commit to because we have to do the birthday video, right? And then I'm going to put
Optional.
on my phone, the Grok on my phone for my assignment this next week. So I'll do that. And then if they want to meet us over in your private group, if I get ahead of myself, because I want to get more points in your group. So on Skool, then I will post it over there.
Awesome. And I am going to come up with some cool perks with the whole point system on Skool. Haven't done it yet, but I'm going to come up with some cool stuff. So quick reminder for everybody, go to skool.com/MadelineSklar. That's our free private community. It's where we continue these discussions. We have so much more information over there. All right. I want to show y'all the new things now that just came out with NotebookLM. So first, this announcement was put out by Google. NotebookLM is a free Google AI product. So 3 things they just released. NotebookLM has a whole new look. So the interface itself has been updated. The audio interactivity, the thing I was showing y'all, it can do more now. Can't wait to demo that for y'all. And there's a premium version. They all have premium versions now, so you can pay. So it's just a little generic article from Google that kind of explains. I'm not going to go into all the details, but they definitely made this all a little bit easier to go through with the 3 sections on the screens. But this new join and interact with AI hosts audio overview. So I showed y'all that audio podcast of them talking about me. We're going to go next level with this. What you're able to do now is you can interact with them. So while they're talking, I can join in the conversation and talk to them and ask them questions or just whatever. And it's in beta. So it does say it's in beta mode. Interactive mode is beta. So it's not always perfect. Sometimes it does sit a little bit. It's not very quick, but it has acted up a little bit too. But I'm going to show you all this in action. But this article here basically goes into the details of all the new stuff, plus NotebookLM. So for a monthly fee, you can get even more features. They're calling it NotebookLM Plus. A lot more, if you want to pay money. So let's show off this new thing. So here's the thing. If you already have stuff in your NotebookLM, you've already we're sitting here talking about our little audio overviews of ourselves, having them talk about us. You can't go into one you've already done and add this. You have to start over. So let me show y'all what I did. I went back into NotebookLM and I put in my about page. So you'll see here on the left, the source is my About Madeline Sklar page, has all my info. And so I started over. So this is a new one. And then over here on the right is where the audio overview is. Even though I've already done this, you always have to load it back up. So it takes a moment. And what you're going to now see underneath, so you're not going to see it on your old ones. If you go into your old ones on NotebookLM, this part's not there. You have to start new. But so what I encourage y'all to do is just put in your same sources again. When you did this before, if you're following the way I did it. And then you're going to have a new one. And underneath, after you've loaded it, you're going to click on interactive mode. So first, I'm going to click interactive when I'm ready to ask them or interrupt. So first, let me just play. And this one's a little different than my other one, because this one's like 10 minutes long. So I'm going to play a little bit and then interact. And just remember, beta, so it's not perfect.
Welcome back, everyone. We're diving deep today, folks. deep into the career of, well, you've probably heard of her, Madeline Sklar. Yeah, she's kind of a big deal in,
You gotta make sure you allow your mic. Okay, there's a join button.
Welcome back, everyone. We're diving deep today, folks, deep into the career of, well, you've probably heard of her, Madeline Sklar. Yeah, she's kind of a big deal in, social media and digital marketing.
She really is.
We've got some stuff from her website, some excerpts, and wow, let me tell you, her career is.
Oh, wait. Someone wants to join. Hey, go for it.
Hey, so how do you pronounce her name?
Oh, hey there. That's a great question. It's Madeline, like Madeline, but with an in at the end. Madeline Sklar.
Yes, and it's a name you'll be hearing a lot about if you're in the digital space or even if you're not. We'll see how it ties together in a bit.
So, with that all cleared up, let's jump back in, shall we?
Yes, let's do it.
Wait, hold on. Back up. She's building websites when, like, the internet was practically a baby. Seriously.
Yep.
That's some serious vision, what made her jump into like such brand new things so early on.
Well, that's Madeline Forget. She's never been one to shy away from the unknown.
Right.
She later rebranded cyber sites to Orbit Web Design and worked with, companies of all sizes, helping them get their first websites up and running.
Wow. Talk about being at the forefront of a digital revolution. It's like she just like knew where the internet was going. But it wasn't just websites, was it? I mean, same year she starts yeah,
So I have another question. Were there other people doing web design in Houston in the 90s as well, other than Madeline Sklar?
That's a really great question. It's tough to say definitively since the internet was still so new back then, but I'm sure there were a few other small companies or individuals dabbling in web design in Houston, but Madeline was definitely one of the pioneers there.
Yeah, she really was. I mean, she was so early that she was like creating them.
So, I mean, it's really interesting that you can just jump into the you can see there's that lag. It's just part of it being in beta, I guess. But you can just jump in and just start talking with them. I haven't done much with it yet, but so far I just like come in and ask little questions based on what they're talking about. But what do y'all think? Does this give you like some ideas now that you can like jump into the conversation with them and interact?
Yeah,
Most-
I love that you can it gives me ideas to how I could do a future show, right? With have two AIs and yeah, I'm just right now my brain is churning thinking, hey, this is just another way to an idea for a show. So no, I really like it.
I'm almost thinking like you can do that, download the recording, and then just edit out all those pauses. I'm sure that's what Deborah's thinking.
Oh yeah, you read my mind.
It's like, because
Yeah.
there are very noticeable pauses, but it's interesting how they take what you're adding. I just don't know what else to kind of think. I don't know. Do y'all have ideas of other things I can interrupt it to say? Because I haven't done,
Oh.
this just came out. I just tried it yesterday, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. I can't wait to show y'all. Has anybody seen this yet? Because it's like brand new. Okay. But yeah, you can see that it has that join button. So, and then there's I guess if I hit play, it
Market
restarts.
herself. But
Yeah, restarts.
it wasn't just
And if I
websites
wanted to
for her.
start over, there's the rewind right here. And you got the ability to download your audio. You can share it with others. When you share it, they can't download it. The only person that can download it is the person, like on your own account, you can. So I don't know. I'm just like blown away. I'm just wow that we can sit here and interact. But it shouldn't come as a big surprise because I've shown y'all here with the whole ChatGPT and how I can get on my phone right now. And, I've done this here where we can sit here and have an interaction with ChatGPT. Let me try. Hey, Chat, how are you?
Hey, Madeline. Good. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Good. I'm doing my live stream right now. I'm with my community. Say hi to everybody.
Hey, everyone. Great to be here with you all. Hope you're having an awesome time on the live stream.
ChatGPT has had that feature for a little while now. And it's like, I guess interaction in real time is where some of these platforms are going. I'm just like blown away. I don't know what else, like, I'm trying to think like, what other things could I do with that whole interactive mode now?
I have an
What
idea.
about the software that you could change your voice? So you could ask the question, record it, and then download it, and then use Audacity to input like a voice changer for the question. So then you've got more people.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting. What were you going to say, Bez? I like that, Deborah.
Maybe, just hear me out. This could be used to practice how to interview.
Yes,
Yes.
I agree.
Think about it. That's a decent use case.
You can do that with the ChatGPT voice too, though. I know a lot of people have already been doing that. What I was just
Right.
showing y'all, and ChatGPT, this advanced audio mode, and it's on desktop and mobile, is free for everyone. If you have a ChatGPT account, which is you can go sign up as free. On the free account, you get up to 10 minutes a month of that in doing that live interaction, like what I just did. And if you do the $20 a month plan, you have. It's not truly unlimited, but you can use it a lot more. And I've yet to run into any roadblocks because I've been experimenting with the one that's $20 a month. But yeah, you could totally use that to experiment. What's that, Bez?
That's Pi, the one in the middle. It has no time limit. So
Ooh.
it came out before ChatGPT. I think they were made by Anthropic or the company that Anthropic bought them. But Pi has been the very first decent conversational AI that I was playing around with, and it was really good. It made some mistakes, and it wasn't good with other languages other than English, because I would try other languages and it's like really bad accent. But that one doesn't have a time limit. So if you wanted to practice interviews, maybe Pi, you only have 10 minutes on ChatGPT, but on Pi you could go to town.
I am not familiar with that one. Is it
Let me
just
show you.
PI?
It's just Pi. Hang on, I'll show you how it looks like. So if you look at the icon in the middle,
I see
it
it.
says Pi. That's how it will show up on the App Store.
I'm just going to Google Pi AI app and see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think I just
Check it
found
out.
it.
It's pretty cool, actually. It lets you pick from 8 voices,
I think
male,
I just
female, and different.
Let me pull this up on the page and tell me if this. I think I just found it. Their website. So let's see. Is that it?
They do have a that looks like it, because they do have a desktop app as
Yeah,
well.
it says let's talk over. Oh, this is cool. Has anybody heard of it? Any of y'all heard of this? Barb, have you heard of this one?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it?
I haven't used it myself, but it was also one that was recommended to me. So again, I had to try and focus on, I'm not, it's hard for my attention to stay on things. So I'm trying to, because this other one that I am working on also has voices. So, and it's, I don't know, 11 or more, but there's a lot. And I think we're going to see that option featured in a lot of the AI applications that are already, that we've been using. I think even Meta just this last week mentioned something about that. So everybody's going to try and stay up with,
of course,
keeping up with the Joneses or whatever. But
keeping up with the Joneses.
Again, remind me. I'll check it out again. But I have heard of it before. Yes,
it's really good. It's really good. Very conversational. It does go through the web, pull up information. Sometimes it will hallucinate. And sometimes it just won't shut up. So you have to tell it to shut up. No, I'm not.
Are you saying it's female?
No, it's worse than Bez. This guy, Bez, just won't shut
up. Okay.
Yes. That is too funny. That's too funny. What a great, thank you for sharing that, Bez. I'm going to check it out. Bez, have you, because we need to start wrapping up, have you tried the ChatGPT one like I was doing? Have you, I'm curious, how does Pi compare to ChatGPT?
Okay, so there's a guy named Stefan Youngblood. He has these clubhouse rooms that are they start after 9 o'clock. You just never know when he's going to go on. And he experiments, and he's had, I haven't really played around with it, but he's had them go against each other.
Really?
and Yes, he's
like
had
a
them.
war.
Yeah, you should invite Stefan Youngblood too. He has a lot to say about ethics and stuff, man. He's been experimenting a lot. So yeah, he's a pretty cool guy.
I love that. Well, I really I mean, this is like one of the reasons why I host this, because we can all learn from each other. I uncover stuff. I want to share it with y'all. But also, and I want to hear your thoughts. So that's what, what we're doing here. But also, when you guys are uncovering things, share it with the community, because now there are people watching this going, I'm going to go check out Pi, and then report back and let us know. I'm going to play. Boy, I feel like we all have homework. I'm going to try Pi. I'm going to play around with the new NotebookLM feature a little bit more. I love the idea of what you were saying, Bez, using it to practice interviews. Any other ideas y'all think we can try playing with on NotebookLM's new feature? Anything that pops into your head that y'all can think of? I don't mean to put y'all on the spot. This has been awesome. I love doing this. I love doing this hour each week. I love that we've changed this over to a live stream instead of doing just spaces. I love that we are also on YouTube, Facebook. And Bez, thank you for adding in your LinkedIn and Facebook. Thank you very much. And I forgot to mention to our other guests, y'all can do the same as well, but you can do that next week. We'll be back next Thursday. This is like our weekly thing, but I encourage our listeners to join the community for continual conversations about all these things. Skool.com/Madeline Sklar. I'm going to have a recap in there with the replay of this video, plus the things we talked about, plus other things I've uncovered. So you'll always get a lot of info there. I'm trying not to overload y'all with too much stuff, but just info that can help you. And then always love hearing, things that y'all have to share as well. It's an interactive community. So super cool. Thank y'all so much for joining our guests. And if we have anybody tuning in that would like to come on screen, as long as you're one of our regulars from our past Twitter chats, the stuff we've done in the community, if I know you, just reach out to me, let me know, and I'll send you the link, because we like this. I'm so glad, Barb and Bez, I'm glad that y'all been coming on each week and being a part of this. And Deborah, I'm glad you've been available. I know you've been out on vacation. Thank you for being, because you've always been one of our regulars here. And it's so nice, like interacting with everybody on screen. I love it.
Thank you. Much appreciated. And quite frankly, I'm going to be on your Skool community, because it's a big step for me to take off of the mainstream to develop and participate in online communities. And that one has popped up. The name of that one has popped up several times recently. And my experience for anyone listening in is jump in, join Madeline's community, because it's really easy, very streamlined, and the features in there are pretty good. So
it's a really great way to like, if you want to, for anybody who wants to have their own private online community where whether it's free for your members or you want to charge a membership fee, Skool I've been using Skool for well over a year, and it is a great platform for this type of community building. And I think more and more people are starting to see the power of building their own community and not relying just on social media.
Right.
Social media with the algorithms, with all kinds of issues. Not that we're not going to use social media, but if we think that our content is always being seen by people who follow us, it doesn't work that way anymore. So I still love using social media, but I want to have a separate place where if I post stuff, my community is going to see it, but they could also post stuff and the rest of the community can see it. And we're just one big happy family of like-minded people. And so I hope people see what I'm doing over at Skool to get ideas of what they could do themselves for their own communities and build their own. I think we're going to see more of that now. But
Thanks
thank you, Barb.
again.
Thank you for that shout out. I appreciate it. And I appreciate y'all being in my Skool community. So if anybody watching this, if you're not in there, just go to skool.com/Madeline Sklar. It's no charge, and lots of discussions, but I'm not overloading it either. I don't want to like put a bunch of stuff every day and then people like, oh my gosh, you put too much. I'm trying to just like not overload,
You know what might be a good topic for the future, since you're mentioning, is communities. And maybe
absolutely.
we come and we're like share how each one of us might be developing a community and on what platform and whatnot. because I'm finding other ones out there that are fascinating. So I love to hear about the Skool stuff. I belong to a few Skool ones, but I don't really, you have to have time to participate. But I'm definitely going to join yours and get in on there because I love your stuff.
Thank you.
That's I can jump in at least whenever I can, right?
Right. And Skool is really cool. It's very simple. It's more like a forum. It's kind of like a simple Facebook group, a forum style, but I can have I have a calendar section, so I always have, the reminder when we're doing this Thursday chat with a link to it. There's all kinds of info there, but it's really just the community aspect, being able to post, and you can post, and we can comment on each other, and everybody has a profile, so everybody can get to know everybody. It's really cool. I really like the way it works. I think you'll love it, Bez. So definitely check that out. Skool.com/Madeline Sklar. Well, I just love doing this each week. We'll be back next Thursday to do it again. I hope y'all are able to join in again. It's always great doing this. I'm sure I'll have plenty to discuss. If y'all come up with things you want me to add to the agenda, reach out to me and let me know, so I'll add it. But I'm going to play around Pi. Thank you, Bez. And I'm going to play around a little more with NotebookLM, and can't wait to see what else we can do with this. It'll be a lot of fun next week with that. Go ahead, Bez.
Real quick before you shut, how much does it cost, the paid version? Because I pay for like $10 a month to get like 2 terabits of data, and then I have a Google Workspace. So I've got like 2 paid things. How much does it cost? Do you know?
For which one? The
Plus,
NotebookLM?
the NotebookLM. I love the NotebookLM. It's awesome. So I was just wondering how much does the Plus
Yeah,
cost?
the new one, this Plus, let me check real quick for you, because it's
I think it's $22 a month is what I saw this morning for sure.
Yeah, you get premium features. It says, I don't see why is there no price on here? I'm on the page where they have here. Let me put it on the screen, but I'm somehow missing. I don't. It doesn't like have a price in bold on there. It's like, what the heck?
I'll take free.
No, I think you have to have the business account to get it, because I played with it this morning, and I did find a price page, and it was $22.
This is
I
the
remember it
page,
distinctly.
but I don't see it, because it says
there
for NotebookLM
anything
free.
Learn about.
Oh, learn about. Okay, let me click on that.
There you go. That's what I clicked on, was learn about that. And
Okay, hold on. Let me add that on here so y'all can see it. Yeah, it's another page. I can't believe it's not on the page that promotes it, though. Like, what the heck?
Exactly. Well, they're probably getting feedback on that too.
I don't even see a price on it. Where's the price?
It is. There's something clickable there, because I found it through clicking it.
I already had to click once. Where
I
they
have to go in myself.
like how many clicks?
Wait. It says Google Workspace down there. Go scroll down.
Yeah.
I just saw Google Workspace. Go, keep going. Oh, there. Okay, stop right there.
There it is.
Right.
Okay, it's available to Google
Where to
Workspace. Added it as an additional product in conjunction with a paid Gemini for Workspace add-on.
Okay.
Okay.
And
but down here it says, okay, early 2025, NotebookLM Plus will be offered to consumers. So, okay.
Right.
So you got to be on Google Workspace
to use it now.
If you're not on Google Workspace, they're going to have it through Google One AI Premium. Let me click on that to see what that is.
This is what I have. I have the 2 terabit.
It's 20.
Yeah, it's going to be 20 a month.
Oh, so I paid $10, but so they're going to increase it. They're adding Gemini, but I got Gemini through Magi. So,
well, here's the thing about Magi. I love Magi. Dustin has been on to chat with us, is one of my absolute favorite tools. He is always adding things. When these features come out on these other platforms, he is always trying to incorporate it. Like when ChatGPT added that advanced audio, like I was showing you on my phone, he's incorporated it into Magi. It's a little different. It's not exact, but it's basically the same kind of thing, and it's really cool. So if y'all have not checked out Magi, is my favorite AI tool, because it's an all-in-one. It's taking ChatGPT, it's taking Gemini Pro, it's taking Claude, all those different DALL-E, all the different Grok. They have Grok in there now. All the different ones for content and image generation is one single place. And I'm doing the $20 a month plan. So for 20, instead, I've been experimenting with the ChatGPT $20 a month because I want to do more with that audio and interacting in real time. But I'm just doing it for 1 month. I'm going to let that. I'm not going to keep paying it more than a month. Because I can do everything in Magi. I still like to sometimes experiment on the others to see what else I can do. But I definitely recommend just go to my bit.ly link, Magi AI, and check that out. Also, Justin's here. Hey, Justin. He's asking me, I asked what platform you're using to hold this incredible event. Thank you very much. We love live streaming each week here. This is using StreamYard. So StreamYard.com is a great tool for this. If you want to live stream onto multiple platforms, right now we are on Facebook, multiple Facebooks, YouTube, X, and we're also on a LinkedIn, which is where you're watching. So,
And Justin's one of my participants. We did 2 virtual career fairs in December for the holidays, and he was a panelist, great contributor. Been playing around a lot with AI and actually did something for the career seeker community. He wrote an ebook that would help them using AI. So it was pretty cool. At the time, he gifted it to everybody in the audience. So, but I think he's charging for it now. So, but great guy. So
that's awesome. And Susho's saying that you already applied for my Skool. Love this podcast. Thank you very much. So when you sign up on my Skool, I'm keeping it as a private. It's not a free for all. Like I don't want a bunch of spammers getting in there. So when you sign up, it's free. I approve each one. Kind of like with a Facebook group, how you can like make it private and you like approve everybody. And the only people that can see our posts are people that are members. So if you sign up, just be patient. I will approve it quickly, and then you'll be in. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all so much for doing this with me. So I love doing this with a group. I mean, I don't mind doing this by myself, but I love hearing your thoughts on everything, and it makes it just a more pleasant discussion. So thank y'all very much. And if you come across anything new, come report it here next week. So we can.
pressure's on.
Pressure's on. Yeah. All right, y'all, have a great rest of your day, and we'll meet back here next Thursday.
Goodbye.
Thank y'all for joining. See y'all next time.